Yo, what's poppin'? Welcome to the motherfucking neighborhood. So check this out. I tried to motherfucking record this once. The shit stopped on my ass. So that spirit telling me that bitch, I needed to re-record. So welcome to the motherfucking neighborhood. If it's your first time in the neighborhood, I would ask that you go all the way back to welcome to the neighborhood. I do not like the way my hair popping in this bun right now, but I'm recording this shit. This shit is what's going up. Fuck it. The other one just cut off, and I needed this video to be like a full video. I needed it to everything to be in one and not broken up into two. So that's the only reason why I recorded it. But yo, welcome to the neighborhood. If it's your first time in the neighborhood, go all the way back to the very, very beginning and watch Welcome to the Neighborhood. This is the story of my journey. This is the story of where I've let me see how to put this, where I've come from to where I'm going. And I'm giving you all the gems, all the things that I see that I learned all along the way. I'm a straight shooter, Henny straight, no chaser. So this is the story. This is the journey. Today, I'm going to give you a little insight about me, a little, I think about hope. So when I first started recording this on my work phone, it cut off on me. So I felt like that was God, like, okay, you need to switch up how you delivering your messages. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Yo, the reason why I'm doing this, a little background on me. I just been the type of person who I've been in bad relationships in my life. I have had people tell me who I am and who I'm not, what I should and what I shouldn't do. I've never really fit in, and because I never really fit in, it caused me to try to be what the world wanted me to be. It caused me to try to do what the world wanted me to do. It caused me to be what everybody wanted me to be except for myself. So what changed in me is in April, my sweetie pie, a guy that I was supposed to marry, he just turned out to be somebody that it wasn't. And he changed my life. And I wish he hadn't changed my life the way he did, but God wanted it to be that way, so it was that way. But what I found are there are innately not good people in the world. There are people in the world that are meant to hurt you. There are people in the world who will antagonize you, who will try to break you down to the core of your being. And I should have known that and I did know that because even as a child, there were people, just because I was me, that would pick on me. Just being honest with you, it was people who would, try to point out my weaknesses, try to make me feel less than. And for a long, long time, I did. Like, when I said this before, when the world tell you who you should be, and you tell you who you should be, you kind of start to believe the world because it's like all these people against you. But nah, I took my power back. Like, I want these videos to help any and everybody. You've been there before where somebody you love, betrayed you. You've been there before where people made you feel dumb. You've been to a place before where you didn't love yourself. You've been to a place before you couldn't be who you want to be. In a world where everybody tells us who to be, the most important thing you could do is choose to be yourself. And never in 30 years have I ever just really been myself. I was talking to my homeboy, shout out Beanfort, shout out Henry. But I was talking to him, and he called me. I let him watch the videos, and he called me. He was just like, he sent me a text. He was just like, if I could tell you anything, just be yourself and don't force it. And I called him, and I was like, well, no. He called me. He was like, and he was just like, I texted him after he sent me that, and I was like, well, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by be myself? Don't try to force it. And so he called me, and he was like, yo, you don't curse like that. That ain't you. It don't seem authentic. It don't seem natural. It don't seem like you. And I had to really kind of sit down and have a talk with him because he's absolutely right. The person he was watching is not the person that he met when we became friends. We became friends in college. And so when I was in college, I had low self-esteem. I tried to, I wanted to take my own life. I was very depressed in not high school and shit in high school too for some point, because I was very sickly as a child. But that's another story for another day. But in college, I was very, just I ain't know who I was. I didn't know my power. I didn't know what I was capable of. Shit, even in law school, shit, just until a couple months ago, I want to say I didn't know. So when he met me and he knew me, I was this girl who was insecure, who let guys run all over me, who let people take advantage of my heart. And even after I graduated college, I still allowed those things because I didn't know my power. I didn't know what I was capable of. I didn't know how great I was. I didn't know how powerful I was. And ain't nobody got to give you that power. It's just innately yours. And that's something that you kind of got to wake up to. And so when he knew me, I wasn't that girl. I was very I lost a lot of friends, especially as a child, just being very honest, just being as blunt as I am. And so I decided not to be so blunt, because I was just like, all these people don't want to be my friends because I'm so honest. And what I learned is the people who need to be around me will be around me, and they'll take me for exactly who I am. Nothing more, nothing less. And if I'm too much for you, I'm too much for these niggas, and I'm too much for these fucking hoes, then oh well. But I can't not be me to make you happy, because the more I try to make you happy, the less happier I am. So as he watched this, he got to see a side of me that he had never seen. And I told him, I'm still that same girl. I'm still that same woman. I'm still that same kid. But if we go into the core of who I am, if we going to me, no holds barred, if we going to me and I have no restrictions, this is who I am. And I'm tired of not being that person anymore. And so I want to show people how I got here. I want to show people how I got to the point of where I'm just comfortable in my own skin, and I don't really give two fucks who not. And if you ain't comfortable around me, you can fucking move around. And that's not a diss. That's not to be mean, but that's to give people around, the people watching this, power to be whoever you want to be. And the people that's going to be there, going to be there. And the ones that's not going to fall by the wayside. If you know me, you know I got a heart as big as this world. But I love being me, man. I love being who I am. I love being how I am. Like I said, I curse you out, but we can hug and go smoke a blunt. But I can also go in a boardroom and speak. I can also go to the corner and speak. I could go anywhere and talk and just be me. But like, it's more than one side to me. I'm extremely multifaceted. So, and I'm not running from that no more. And I won't ever run from it again, because I know what it feel like to not be me. And the more that I love me and become me and I am me, one, I help the people around me, as above, so below. Like, the more I feel good about myself, the more the people around me begin to wake up and feel good about themselves. I'm unapologetically me. And I won't ever change that. I've been not me for 30 years. I can't go back. I couldn't go back if I wanted to go back. So that's part of the reason why, I am the way I am. And I love that conversation with him, because he was just like, I ain't never seen that side of you. And it's a lot of people watching these and that will watch these as I grow that will be like, bitch, who is this bitch? This is the bitch that I grew up into. This is the bitch that the pressure turned me into. This is the diamond that you get. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever turn something away because it don't look like what you think it should look like. Like, I'm a preacher too. You know what I'm saying? I preach, I pop off like, but just in a different way. Like, I talk to God a different way from the way somebody else talk to God. And just because I don't talk to God the way you talk to God, or I don't move or talk or speak the way you want me to speak, bitch, there's a whole bunch of other people out here that you can go get your message from. But this is the way God built me to relay my message. Like I told him, like, as I put these videos out, I know it's different. I know it's very unorthodox, but that's me. And I told him, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for thou art with me. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff come from me all the days of my life. I think the rod and thy staff, I don't know shit. But if you fucking know, and just because I can't quote it, or don't mean I don't live it, or I don't feel it, or I don't see it. So I'm divinely led. You know what I'm saying? I'm divinely led. And I don't question God. So, welcome to the neighborhood. I am here to help you. I'm here to uplift you. I done been through pain. I done been in abusive relationships. I done been in abusive companies. I done worked for corporate America and got kicked out of corporate America. I done had friends betray me. And I feel like everybody in the world has. And so I am just sharing my story with you. So that one, you can have somebody that you could possibly relate to. You know what I'm saying? But even though the world, I feel like, tried to tear me down, told me I didn't have people that I knew was on my team that was supposed to be helping me, and told me the world would eat me up alive because I was different and because I wouldn't do what they said do. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm still here. So with that being said, I'm going to keep going and I'm going to keep sharing my story and I'm going to keep sharing my journey because everybody ain't a motherfucking movie star. Everybody don't wake up and be famous all the time. So this is for the everyday hustler. This is for the everyday struggler. This is for the everyday human. This is for the woman who struggles with self-esteem issues. This is for the woman who don't think that she could ever get out of an abusive relationship. This is for the man who don't know his worth. This is for the hustler that don't think he could ever make it out the criminal justice system because of the way that laws are made. This is for all you motherfuckers. This is for the people who ain't got it the easy way, who had to get it out the motherfucking mud, bitch. This for these people. These for the people who don't need to be spoon fed. These for the motherfuckers who ain't got time to guess what the fuck I'm trying to tell them, but just gonna take the message as it is. Now, if you want to talk to me in a different way and you need to be spoon fed, I know a fucking couple people that can help you, but that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? That's not my motherfucking message. So my message is a message to the real ones, and I ain't like trying to be a self-proclaimed real, but I'm only give you what the fuck I got. So that's what I'm here for, and I love Beanie, and I appreciate him for being like, you know, bitch, who are you? You know, is you faking? Nah, I'm not faking. I'm just growing. And it's okay to grow, and it's okay to be different. And I know that along the journey, and it's something for y'all too, along the journey, as you unbecome the things that you thought you had to be, people gonna call you and be like, bitch, who are you? Bitch, I'm me. Welcome. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is A, you know what I'm saying? So that's what this is about. That's who I am. That's what I'm about. And so maybe along the journey, I'll get into some of the stories of, you know, my abusive relationships. And I really don't like to talk about them because I'm still healing from them. And you know, you got to feel it to heal it, but I'm not done healing it. My fiance that, you know, went his separate way from me, y'all, that changed my life. You know what I'm saying? I love me some him. That was my Ace Boon Coon. That was my nigga. That was my PNC. That was the Bonnie to my Clyde. But I had to realize that he was no good for me. Because he was no good for himself. And he not a bad human. He did a lot of fucked up shit to me. Like fucked up shit. Kicked windows out. Like kicked doors in. But God protected me. God kept me. And I always pray for him. I always pray for that love, for him to be okay. You know what I'm saying? I done been in abusive relationships where I done been hit on and beat on. And let me tell you, I love that person to this day, to death. Do anything for him. Ride a motherfucking die. You know, two different people. But, you know, it's interesting how God will teach you lessons. And I don't condone domestic violence. I'm a huge advocate against it. But you got to look at yourself and say, what part did I play in it or did I not play in it? Don't always play the victim, because like you can ruin people's life by, you know, the things that you say and you do, and you always got to be held accountable. Some shit you deserve, some shit you don't deserve. Like I'm not here for the bitch that's just like nobody. Like I believe nobody deserves to have their hands put on them ever in life. Like if you got to put your hands on me, then you probably deserve to be knocked off. But you know, what part did you play in that? If you played a part in that. And everybody can't take that message and be like, girl, he hit me in my shit. Well, was you in his shit with your hand upside his head, punching on him, hitting on him, and then he knocked the fuck out of you? Well, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Don't put your hands on other people's kids. Now, he shouldn't have put his hands on you, but what did you do to get put in that situation? I'm that type of realist, you know what I'm saying? So I'm your accountability partner. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna buy into sob story. I'm here to help. And if you like the thing about getting help is admitting you have a problem, and you gotta be 2,000 with yourself about that. And that's me. I'm gonna always be 2,000 with you. You might be mad at me at the end of the motherfucking conversation, but did I help you? So I ain't here to always make you feel like roses and sunshine. I ain't here to always make you feel like, you know, we sitting on top of the world. I'm here to help you check yourself if you really want to thrive in this world. And if you don't want to thrive, fuck it. Do what the fuck you want to do. You ain't gotta motherfucking be here. But the thing about hope is the hope comes from pain, bitch. Hope comes from not having hope and not seeing it and not knowing what it looked like. Hope is built through trauma. Through having to endure. Hope ain't something you click your motherfucking heels together and get. So the thing about hope is hope ain't always easy, and giving hope ain't always easy, and it's not always, sunshine and roses. Sometimes hope is, that pill that's hard to swallow. So that's why I'm your neighborhood hope dealer. I'm not the one that's gonna sugarcoat the shit for you. I'm not the one that's gonna act like I don't see what's right in front of my face. I can't pretend no more. If I wanted to pretend, I couldn't. God won't fucking let me. And I'm going to deliver my message the way I deliver it, because that's me. And I surround myself with people, places, and things that question me, that challenge me, that want me to do better, be better, see better, and grow better. And that's why I'm allowed to do and speak and be the way I am. And if you got a problem with it, fuck you. Fuck are you, my friend? Fuck are you? That's how I feel. So shout out to Henry for allowing me, for having that conversation with me this morning and blessing me, and just like telling you guys a little bit about my story and why I am, how I am, and what I am, and the way I speak. And we talked about profanity. Like, I curse like a sailor. That's my freedom. That's my will. I can do that. And I hope that my message isn't lost in the profanity. But that's just one way I express myself. When you've been caged for so long, like, freedom tastes good. And I'm not hurting nobody. I'm just trying to help. And I hope and I pray that the cause isn't lost on something so small. Don't get caught up in the bushes that you don't see the whole picture. Like, I don't hurt people. I don't do nothing. I just curse like a fucking sailor. So, it is what it is. And if you don't like cursing, don't curse. But my charge here is to be you, whatever that is, however it is. Like, whatever you like to do that shit. Whatever you like to be that shit. Because ain't nobody like, why wouldn't you? To make somebody else happy. If you gotta make somebody else happy by doing something that's not you fucking miserable. Your life miserable, and everything around you miserable. Who want to live like that? You get one life. One fucking life. And don't nobody gotta, like Boosie said, every man responsible for his own sins. Listen, if the sins I commit is cursing, well then fuck it. I'm okay with that. If I get to heaven and God be like, you said bitch one too many times, I'm gonna be like, bitch, you for real, God? You know what I'm saying? But me and God got that, got that relationship. And no disrespect to God. I mean, and I don't gotta say that, because he already know. He ordained me. That nigga speak through me. God be like, bitch, you see what the fuck that nigga did? I'll be like, God, yeah, you seen that fucking shit, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So, what are you like? Who are you? Who do you wanna be? Choose that shit and be that. And you're going to lose people. You're going to lose places. You're going to lose opportunities. But it wasn't for you in the first fucking place. And once you realize that shit, your life is, oh man, Jesus. You're going to feel things that you never knew that you could feel in life. So when you choose you, when you choose God, when you choose to walk your path, bitch, you're going to feel a freedom. You're going to feel a peace. You're going to feel something that you never felt in your life, but you got to choose it. And let me tell you, baby, it ain't easy. That's why I make these videos, to show you it ain't easy. To show you when I was choosing other things, when I was choosing other people, this is the outcome of that. This is what happened. This is the result of me not choosing myself. Or this is the result of me choosing myself. This is the result of me changing my mind from when I didn't choose myself to when I did choose myself. All of those things. That's what I'm showing here. That's the purpose of these videos. That's the purpose of your neighborhood hope dealer. It's to show you to think about hope, baby. So with that being said, listen, I hope I'm not too offensive if I say motherfuck too many motherfucking times. I hope I'm not too offensive if I say eat my dick. But if I am, oh well, move around. But I'm just here to give you the real. I'm here to help you. I'm here to bless you. I'm here to be the thing. I'm here to be that real nigga coach for you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't grow up the roughest life, but I ain't grow up with the easiest life. Excuse me, but I also don't compare struggles. Just because my struggle different from yours doesn't mean my struggle is any less important than yours. It's just different. So I'm here to let you know, no matter what your struggle is, no matter what you're going through, it's somebody who you can relate to. And maybe I have a piece of information or a gem that help you pull yourself out of that, because you're not going through this shit alone. So with that being said, I got some shit to do today. But that's a little thing about hope. That's a little reason why I'm going through this. That's a little reason why, these videos are these videos. I hope that you enjoy them. I hope that you get some motherfucking hope. I hope that, you could look past the bullshit and the jokes and the cursing and find something. That's why it's called a gem, bitch. Like that's why it's like a nugget. Like you gotta wade past the things, the other shit, to really get to what the good stuff. So don't get lost in the sauce. Enjoy these videos, enjoy the journey, give feedback. Well, not feedback, because like my homeboy said, you don't really need feedback. Just do what the fuck you do. But share your journey. Maybe in the comments you'll see somebody who went through the same shit you went through, and you can tell them how you got through it. It's some shit that I can't tell you how to get through because I ain't been through it. And God said the same. I probably never want to go through. Like, just being honest with you, because some things I don't want to learn. Because I know what it took for me to learn the lessons that I do have, the nuggets that I do have. That shit ain't easy. One of my homegirls, she always say, I want to be as strong as you, but in order to be as